Hi Crafty friend, it's Justine. Today I'm going to make 2 cards with Simon Hurley's new release. I'm so excited, but before I start, I have to tell you there is a deal that's going to be on the Spellbinders website this week. So today is Sunday the 29th, but the first week of November, which starts in a couple days, there is going to be a gift with purchase. Look at how pretty that is. It is a BetterPress plate, which of course you can glimmer. So I do not know the details, but they will be forthcoming, but this will be available with purchase. So I don't know if there's going to be a number amount that you need to get to before you get the free gift, but it is not going to be available for a single purchase. So I just want to let you know that's what's up. And I have a couple cards to show you, or projects that I've made with it. Just real quick, this one I use pieces from the Autumn Serenade, and you can see I have 2 double glimmer here, and I've lined it up with that background, and I just love the way it looks. So it's kind of a fun one, and it's kind of a fall themed with those sunflowers, so it's definitely one that I am happy to have in my collection. Plus, wishing you a beautiful day could be for any season. So here's what it looks like, just glimmered with no extra oomph for coloring. And then look at it better pressed. Oh my goodness, you guys. Let me show you this a little bit close up. So what I did here was I better pressed this, and then I use watercolor pencils. And I think I found my little favorite thing to color with BetterPress. It's watercolor pencils. Here's a look at mine. I just got these from Hobby Lobby, which by the way, I'm not happy with because they took out so many of the distress products and so much of Tim Holtz to put in, just in my opinion, junky cheap decor, and I am not thrilled. So just saying, I was happy to find these at least because they took out so much, and I just, frustrating. Anyway, I'll have to look at my other craft store and see if there's some more distress products, but these are fabulous. They are full pigment pencils, and they are super easy to use. So I will probably be doing a little tutorial on these because they're so easy to use, and I loved working with them. And I'm going to be pulling these out. There's 3 sets. I just bought set 1 because that's all my craft store had, and these were $19.99, and I think that they were a great deal. So anyway, if you're interested in seeing that watercolor tutorial, leave me a comment in this video just so I know. If people are looking for it, I'll try to do it sooner rather than later. So there you have it. Free BetterPress plate could be coming your way first week of November if you purchase. So again, details will be forthcoming on the website. I also put all those kind of fun details on my Facebook group, BetterPress Babes. Shout out to Melanie Stamps. You are my gal in partner in crime, if you will, on our BetterPress Babes Facebook group. I also have another Spellbinders group called Spellbinders Maker Group that is a perfect place for getting updates from Spellbinders as well. And you might be asking, why do I have this tape on here? Well, I have it on there because I ripped my packaging. So just such is life. Moving on to Simon Hurley's fabulous snow globes. I have been itching to work with these, but I had to get some other stuff done first before I could play and film. I love his collection. These snow globes I think are so neat. I think these are so versatile, and snow globes are gorgeous all year round. And you can put anything you want in these snow globes. So just so you are aware, we have the snow globe, Simon Snow Globe, which is just the snow globe die, and you're going to get that base snow globe, and then there's extra stuff you can add on. So there's a snowman scene, a nativity scene, that's what this first card's going to be with, a woodland scene, and you can just kind of make anything you want in those snow globes. So that's really neat. And then there are 3 embossing folders, and then the glimmer plate. You guys, we're going to talk about this glimmer plate first, and then I'll talk about the embossing folders. Do you see the size of these sentiments and how perfectly they foiled? And how now I'm going to foil once and die cut ones. These are my favorite. I love when companies do this because now this is saving me time and product, and I can craft more. So that's all I want. I just want time and to save money on my products. That's what I want. So this is fabulous. Anyway, I will show you how I cut this out in just a minute, but let's get to these fabulous embossing folders. So they're all 3D embossing folders, and if you don't know, the sandwich for the platinum on that is the base platform, your embossing folder with your paper inside, and then the D plate. And you can remember that because 3D, you're going to use plate D. Simple. You can do it. I know you can. Look at this first one. It is gorgeous. This is the Geo quilt. And you could use this, again, all season long. It does not have to be for Christmas. I used it on a For You card. I think that was last week. And it was a purple card with a wax seal. Just beautiful. I made a little nod to it, but I didn't show you the actual plate. Here it is, and even the deboss side is really pretty too. So super neat. And then this one is called the Sparkling Snow, and that's because they have little stars and snowflakes and snow circles, like little ice balls. This is gorgeous. I've seen some wonderful projects with this, and I can't wait to use this myself. And then this one, which I thought was really fun, is called the Playful Poinsettia. So look how gorgeous this is just as an embossing folder, but they are going to give you a die that goes with it, a coordinating die, and we love a coordinating die. So anytime you're going to use something like this, always die cut first and then pop that in your embossing folder, and then you're going to keep that dimension. But look at how cool this is. It's all 3D, so the dimension on this is just so lifelike. So I'm going to stick that back on there, and now let's jump right into cutting out those glimmer sentiments, like I said before. So if you are not aware of the glimmer once, cut once style, your glimmer plates are going to come like this, all in one, which means you're going to cut one piece of glimmer foil in a nice big piece that's not going to fly around and crumple up. It's going to go right here on your plate. You're going to have paper, you're going to glimmer it once, run it through your platinum once, and then you're going to get this, which is so awesome because now you're going to take one cutting die, not 6, and you're going to save time by popping it on here, lining it up. And if you want to be extra cautious, like I am when I do this, you're going to put a little bit of tape down, just so it doesn't wiggle around. And make sure that the tape does not touch the glimmer because it will peel it right up. And then you're going to run it through your platinum one time, not 6 times for 6 sentiments, one time. Glimmer once, cut once. Gorgeous. All right, here we go. Bam, look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Done. 6 sentiments all ready to go for me. That is so great. Okay, now I'm going to use 2 of these today, and then I'll have 4 left over, and they're already done for me. So this is my favorite way to do glimmer sentiments. And if you like glimmer sentiments like this, just wait. There is a really fun glimmer plate coming out in a little bit from Spellbinders that is, again, similar to this. And I just love glimmer plates like this. So I am just pumped beyond belief. So with this one, I think I will use Oh Holy Night because it's the Nativity. So Holy Night makes sense. Let's work from the back forward. So let's see, which one do I want to use? I think I'll use the Geo quilt on this one, just as a fun kind of modern background for our Holy Family. And whenever I use 3D embossing folders, I do give my folder a little spritz of water, and that just kind of helps my paper fibers kind of bend to the embossing folders pattern. So I kind of lined that up there as best as I could. I'm going to close it and just see it is a little crooked, so that's a little higher there. So I'll just slide it up just a tiny bit on this side. All right, I think that's where I want it to be. I'll run this through my platinum and then show you the result. So neat, look at that. The dimension on there is unbelievable. I love 3D embossing folders, you know. Okay, so my black paper was a little bit shorter than my card base here, so I am going to just trim down that white a little bit. The nice thing about the Spellbinders embossing folders are they are pretty large, so you can use them for slimline, 5x7, A2, mini slimline, really anything that you are working with, it's gonna fit in there. Most card sizes anyway. That is such a fun background. I just can't get over it. Okay, then let's work on our little scene on our snow globe, and then I'll pop the whole thing on to my background here. Now this was a piece of glitter paper, and I just took my blending brushes and I used whatever was on the blending brush. So you can see here I am not fancy with my blending brushes. I really shouldn't even store them like this just for transfer of color. But I grabbed my pink one first, and whatever was on it I just kind of smushed it around, and then I grabbed my purple one, and whatever was on it I just smushed it around. It was nothing fancy. I didn't even like use an ink pad at all. It was just the brush. So that was kind of that for my background. It was so simple that I didn't even grab an ink pad. I think with my snow globe I am going to just, for that I just needed a little background, you know. So for this I think I will just tape the back of my snow globe first as I work and build my scene from there. And then if I like the placement, I will glue it. But this is my first snow globe that I've made with this. So you're seeing my first take, if you will, on camera. And I don't know if that's where it needs to be. So I'm just going to assume that's where it needs to be. And then I have my little manger here. And I think that fits so nicely. I just love the attention to detail that some of these card companies take. It's just so nice. Okay, we have one palm tree, and I think I was going to do another one, just like a short one right here. These are kind of heavy. My poor little picker is not picking them up since they're so heavy. I have glitter paper here and black cardstock. Really wanted these pieces to have a lot of dimension, so they are thicker. I think I can have that black one behind there. I think I can have this tree here. That will look cute. Okay, let's get the trees down. And I do want to make sure that they are staying inside the snow globe, because that is the look that we're going for, is having all these pieces go in the snow globe and making that nativity scene. There we have one. And then the next one I'm going to go with the short tree. So I'm just going to cut it. Every time I do that it feels illegal. Cutting a die cut just to make it what you want. But you can do it. And I just did too. All right. This would be really neat to make a little beach scene with these little palm trees and make a little sunset. I think that would be super clever as well. Then we have our manger here. I die cut this out in light brown cardstock. It was nothing fancy. Sometimes when I'm working with little pieces like this, it is so satisfying to go to my scrap drawers and pull out little scraps to use up for projects, because they pack the punch of having just the right color, and it also uses up your paper scraps, which is a win-win. See, I'm glad I did not glue my snow globe base on, because my nativity now is higher on this side than this side. So when I'm finished I can line that up, but that's 10 minutes from now is a problem. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on where these little extra haze things are going and plop them on. I'm using this little picker from Trinity Stamps, and I just got this one in my Stamp Wars package that I got. I was on Stamp Wars 33. I've also been on Stamp Wars 31. So if you want to check that out, you can go ahead and see that. It was so fun to be on Stamp Wars, and I do love Trinity Stamps products, so it was a win-win. Another win-win. How about that? Anyway, I needed a new picker anyway, so I'm glad that I got one. Okay, now this is what I'm going to do that's a little different. Mary and Joseph are holy. Saint Joseph is a saint and Mary is the queen of all saints. So they're going to get a halo. So what I did was I used a hole punch and used some glitter or some gold mirror cardstock and just made them little halos. Isn't that so cute? It's a small touch that to me means a lot. So there you have it. And then I'm going to put my little star on top. Oh dear, my friend Melanie said that I say there you have it a lot, which is true. So if you're counting, that's there you have it, number 1 of the video. Okay, then everything is going to be centered around the Christ child here. So I have his little manger. If you look carefully at this, you're going to see a whole bunch of layers. So I have the back layer, which is black. And then I have a gold layer here, and then I have a black layer and another gold layer there. So the reason why I did that is because I had extra pieces cut out, and again, I wanted the people in the scene to have that dimension and oomph. And this card definitely is coming together here little by little. Now, they gave Saint Joseph a little staff, which is so delicate and dainty. So I'm going to glue that to his hand. Whoops, his hand as he's kneeling here. Come on. It is very, very pretty and little, but man, that is a skinny little piece. A perfect piece to use that sticker adhesive on one day, you know? Okay. Then we'll put him on the right side since he is facing the left. And then we'll put Our Lady on the left since she's facing the right. Okay. This glitter paper is not disappointing me. So pretty. Okay. And then I wanted to add another layer of solid gold for the baby Jesus here. So we're gonna do that, and then it should be all set. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, okay. And I think we're gonna add another layer with this star because I have 2 cut out, and it will just be a little bit of more dimension. Why not? Ooh, should we turn it? Let's turn it and get double the rays. Oh, that is so sweet. Okay. So there we have the snow globe. There you have it. There's the snow globe. I'll take off my tape and let's add some glue to the base of this. Now I'm gonna see, it's gonna take a second to glue because this is gold mirror cardstock and glitter paper. So it's kind of like slippery on slippery. I don't know how this is gonna work, but I'll just pinch it. Looking at this, it would be kind of fun to do another die cut out with maybe an acetate and then have the snow globe in like an acetate circle. Oh, there is the finished card. How pretty. I follow some cleaning people on YouTube that are like housekeepers, and they film their cleaning just for fun and to motivate others. It definitely motivates me to feel like I need to clean. But this one woman says at the end of Like when she cleans something, she goes, how pretty. Yes, how pretty. Okay, now I have my woodland scene. All right, in my last minute Larry brain, I decided to show you how I'm going to use this ink blender. So I used the circle from the snow globe set, and now I have another circle to use on a different project, but I'm going to use the negative space on this one to make my card front. So I'm just going to trim this down just a little bit to maybe about there. 4 inches by 5 1/4. So here is my circle, and like I said, we're just going to take our blending brushes and use whatever's on there. Now for my woodland scene, I have this purple color, so I'm going to start with my purple. It's not fancy, but just here it is. Whatever's on there is what I'm using. So there's a little bit of ink left over from my last project, and I'm just going to kind of swirl and make little circles and kind of bring the ink to the paper from the background plate here. This kind of gives it a glowing effect. I kind of think that this kind of gives it like a magical effect, which is kind of fun. And I think I'm going to add some blue too, because why not? I am going to wipe up this purple though, because I don't really want too much purple on my blue blending brush. That is so fun. Okay, that looks so complicated, but it really is just using like old ink. Okay, now I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna put my little background hillside on. So for this, I just die cut out with the hillside die, and then I taped on the other piece here. So it's from the winter scenes. It's pretty simple to. Now I just put glue on here, talking too much. I'm gonna put glue on the front side first to get the placement correct. This is a kindergarten hack. If you put glue where you don't want it, use a Kleenex, pat it off, and you're all set. We use this in kindergarten all the time because sometimes my sweet kindergartners don't listen to the directions, and you need to take a little glue off, and then it's all fine, you know? Okay, so we have our little ground here all set, crisis averted, if you will. And then I'm gonna actually put it up just a tiny bit higher. If we need to hide any edges, we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna stick this whole thing on the black paper and start building our scene. And I am gonna use liquid glue for this, just because I need a little wiggle room, because this needs to be straight. I can't really fudge it. So if I have my tape runner, it might get crooked. So here we go. This is smaller than 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so it's 4 by 5 1/4. So there is going to be a black border going around this card, and the black is going to show through the circle. Just like that. Haha! It worked. I'm trying to be cautious of the ink because it is fresh on the card. Okay, and then next I'm going to put on our base of our snow globe right about there, so that will get a chance to dry. Again, we have a slippery gold paper with glitter paper. It's just kind of going to take a minute to dry. Okay, right there. And then I really leaned into the gold and silver cardstock for this card, so there's that. Now my edges aren't perfectly sealed right here because I'm going to be sticking some of these trees in the circle or cutting them with my scissors. How adorable are these birch trees? They're just perfect. And what I did was I took my Copic marker, I used C4 and just made little extra dashes on them to make them look really realistic. So let's get some glue on these suckers and glue them down. Birch trees are so beautiful in the winter. They definitely have their peeling bark, and in the summer their leaves are so pretty to listen to. We do have a birch tree at our house, and right now it is bright yellow because it is fall, but I was kind of wondering about it because it kind of took a minute to change colors this year. It was green for so long and all the other trees in the area were kind of going, and now bright yellow. But there's not a lot of birch trees on our street, so I think I was just comparing it to other trees, which is not good because comparison is the thief of joy. I did not make that up. It was a quote I heard one time, and I do believe that. So there you have it. Okay. Oh, there it is. Again, I said it. There you have it. I don't know why I say that phrase, but it just happens. Okay, these beautiful pine trees are gonna go here and here, here and here. Or maybe we'll make a little, should we make them going, I don't know where to put them. They're so cute. I don't want to hide them too much, but I don't want them front and center too much because the animals are the star of this card. I guess if you're an arborist, maybe the trees are the star of the card, but I don't know. This is kind of getting weird. Weird video. Weird video alert. I don't know. Some people like the chatty videos, some people don't. So I better put chatty in the title of this one because it's long. Okay, and then we have the moon, which I thought was super pretty looking. And of course I did that in silver. So we'll pop the moon up there. And then we have the deer and the bunny. So the deer are kind of fun. Maybe we'll put them kind of here. Oh boy. We have some competing things here. Can I move the tree? I'm going to move the tree. I'm going to try to stick it under there. Go in with our hands. Oh man, things are happening. Okay, we're all set. I did rip that tree. Perfect. So we're gonna have to cover it up with an animal, maybe the bunny or something. It's only Tuesday of this week when I'm filming, so I can't even blame my brain fog and my chat on the long week. It has not been a long week. It's been one day. Oh man. Okay. The stag is on. Now we have the bunny. And the bunny is going to help me by covering up my ripped birch tree right here. And then we do have a birch stump. So I am going to put this stump right here. Pick that up. Pop it on. Oh, sweet. That is looking cute. So now what sentiment do I want? These are all so nice. I don't know. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to use Let It Snow because it's small and it just kind of goes with what we've got going on here. Let it snow. And I hope it does snow because I love snow. I do not like driving in snow, but I love looking at it. I think it is so beautiful. It covers up all the brown deadness of fall, of the aftermath of fall, I guess. And a fresh coat of snow is the perfect way to wake up. Okay, that is gorgeous. Well, I'm going to let all my little pieces dry before I put it on a card base because I'm kind of scared to flip it around because I've been kind of aggressive with, because the gold mirror cardstock and the silver mirror cardstock does take a second for that glue to catch. So I won't flip it around too much. But so here is a finished look at my two Simon Hurley cards. I adore this set, and I think that I'll be making a whole bunch of snow globes, and even the snow globe itself, just taking this off of a card would make a beautiful ornament. So how fun would it be to make some ornaments for your loved ones this Christmas with some paper scraps? Anyway, have a great rest of your day, and if you stayed through the whole video, you're the real MVP, and you can comment Purple Christmas in the description if you want, so I know that you watched the whole video. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Oh, by the way, I do have a giveaway going on my channel. So if you check out the stitched card giveaway on my channel, I'm giving away a whole set of my collection, which is a $90 value. And that runs until Tuesday the 31st, so it ends Halloween. So go ahead and check that out too if you're interested in winning my full collection. We'll see you next time. Bye!